Okay, hello, good afternoon, good Saturday afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our October week 4, okay, the last week of October. So today we will be continuing our revision for chapter 6. Okay, I think we stopped here, right, last week, which is the human growth one. Okay, I think we stopped here. So last week, what have we learned? Okay, just a quick revision. We have learned what is endo, exo, and hydro, your your inside growth curve, your hydrostatic skeleton, your types of endoskeleton, stability, and then your human bones, human muscle. Okay, so today we will continue on our human growth pattern. Okay, yes, hello, Ian. Good afternoon. So anyway, today we will continue on our human growth pattern. Okay, pola pertumbuhan manusia. Okay, so anyway, you learned this last year already. So what is your human growth pattern? It is changes occur in terms of size. Okay, when you are growing, you are changing in size. Okay, size bertukar. Okay, berubah, and your total number of cell. Okay, you increase your number of cell, you increase your body weight, you increase your shape and size, and of course your body function. As you mature, you increase in function. Okay, sexual function and so on. And of course, this is permanent and irreversible. Okay, selamanya dan tidak berbalik. You cannot reverse growth. Okay, not with current technology anyway. Next time maybe we can, I don't know. But you cannot reverse growth. So what affects your growth would be your gender and your age at different, if you are a male and a female, and if you're a different age, of course you grow differently. So how do we measure growth rate? We use body mass and height. Okay, it's the quickest way, but it's also not very accurate. Okay, but this is the fastest way. So every year when you do your health checkup, okay, in your school, you will do those fitness tests, right? They will measure your body weight and your height, because height is the easiest way to tell. Okay, but body mass is, they are not very accurate. Okay, sometimes you stop growing at around 15 or 16, but you still grow. Just because your height doesn't grow taller doesn't mean you don't grow. Okay, and body mass is also could be misleading. Just because your body mass increase doesn't mean you're growing. It can also mean that you're becoming fatter. Okay, so that's not the accurate way to tell. Anyway, so you have your 5 stages in life. You have your infancy, okay, bayi, childhood, kanak-kanak, adolescence, remaja, adulthood, dewasa, and of course, old age, umur tua. Okay, so 5 stages. So anyway, let's look at our age factor first. Okay, your growth curve looks like this. Okay, you see, normal organisms are like, if you look at dogs, their growth curve is like this. Okay, they will have slow growth at the beginning, and then they will have one rapid growth, and then they will stop, and then they are old. We are a bit different, you see. We have like rapid growth. Okay, look at the gradient, the turunan, the more steep it is, the faster you grow. So you see, during infancy, when you're a baby, you are rapid growing. Okay, you're rapid growing, and then you slow down during childhood, and then during adolescence, when you hit your puberty, okay, your balik, and then you go faster again. So you see, we have 2 rapid growth. Compared to other animals, they only have 1. So humans are more complicated because you have 2 growth phase, 2 rapid growth. And then during adulthood, okay, like me, you don't grow anymore. Okay, there's minimum growth. And of course, when you're old, you have negative growth because your bone and your body cells actually decrease. You will lose a little bit of your height. Just a little, not too much. Okay, so this growth pattern is what we call a sigmoid curve. Okay, lengkung sigmoid. That means an S shape. Okay, so the function of the growth curve is to determine the rate of human growth. Okay, and growth will stop when it reaches maturity. So when you will mature at around 20 It differs from individuals lah. Okay, you might mature early, some people might mature later. So let's look at the explanation here. Okay, infancy, the growth rate is high. Okay, let's talk about male and female. During infancy, during babies from 0 to 3, they undergo the same growth, which is here. Okay, that's why when you hold a male baby and a female baby, they are usually the same length, same height. When you look at children before 3, they are all the same height. Okay, but in childhood, the rate of growth is lower. Okay, they will slow down. You grow the most during when you're a baby. Okay, and then when you are like 3 until before you hit puberty, like 11 or 12, you will slow down. And during this time, male is higher than female. You see, male will be taller than female. That's why you look at primary school, like standard 1 to standard 4, you will see guys are taller. Okay, this is hormone. You cannot change this thing. Males will have higher growth hormone. That's why males they grow taller. Okay, so this is where males get taller. And then when you hit adolescence, okay, when you hit puberty, for a very short time, okay, roughly around 11 to this is 12 to around 15, okay, girls will be taller than guys. Can you see? Why is this so? Because girls will reach puberty first. Girls will usually reach puberty in primary school, like around standard 5 to standard 6. That's why your period will start around that. So guys will only start puberty at around 13 to 14, 12 lah maybe. Okay, the end of your primary school. So it is at 12 or 13 you start to notice guys, they have their voice change. So girls will undergo puberty first. Okay, here's the thing. When you undergo puberty, not only physically you're changing, mentally you're changing as well. Okay, mentally you're changing as well. So mentally you become more mature. This is why when you hit puberty, when that hormone suddenly comes in, you think differently already. Okay, you start to mature. You start to think for yourself. Okay, you start to have your own ways of thinking. You start to learn how to say no. Okay, when your mom tells you certain stuff when you're like 5, you're like, okay, mom. And then, but when she's telling you in like when you're 12 to 13, you will be like, I don't agree. Okay, this is why they call it a rebellious age, the 叛逆期, because mentally you start to change. Okay, and girls will usually hit this first. This is why you notice girls especially you are all girls here. Okay, so girls at around 11 is where you start to change, your behavior starts to change. You become more shy. Okay, maybe standard 1, standard 2, you just play around with boys, no problem. But standard 5 is where you start to become more shy already, and you become more mature. Okay, you start to mature at 11. This is why, okay, 11 guys still haven't reached puberty yet. That's why when you think back when you're standard 5, you look at the boys of your same age, you will be thinking, goodness me, why are they so childish? Okay, girls are sitting around looking at K-pop, looking at Lang Zai already, looking at good-looking guys already, looking at idols already. Guys are still running around, chasing each other, hitting each other. Hey, why you hit me? I will hit you back. Okay. Okay, so primary school, standard 5 and standard 6, you will see guys wow, this is so damn childish. Whereas you are like mature already. So this is why when you go to secondary school, when you're in Form 1, you look at guys of the same age, you still think that they are still bloody childish. Even now also, then then nothing to say. Okay, but at least when you are Form 2 or Form 3, you look at your senior like Form 4, Form 5, you think that wow, they're very good look, they're very mature. You will like someone of your someone elder than you. This is a trend. You look at your dad and your mom. Your dad is usually elder than your mom because guys are usually more childish than girls. This is a given. Okay, in fact, I would like to tell you this: guys never truly grow up. I am 30 years old this year. I am still very childish. Okay, I already grow up, but nothing changes beside my toy. Okay, I used to play with Lego, and when I was in secondary school, I play with technology stuff, I play with phones, and when I grow up now, I play with cars. Okay, guys never truly grow up. Guys only learn about how to behave in public. Okay, guys only change their toys. They never really grow up. Okay, yes, I'm 30. Why do I not look like 30? Okay, so I'm 30 this year. I can honestly tell that I'm still very childish. Even my wife sometimes says, "Why are you so childish?" Okay, I still pull some very childish, stupid prank on her. Hey, that's fun. Okay, for me as a guy, I just find it fun. I thought I'm 25 something. Oh, that's a compliment. Thank you. Okay, so I still do some stupid pranks sometimes because I just find it funny. I still laugh at very stupid videos. Okay, so you realize this next time. Guys will never really grow up. That's why you are attracted. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so adolescents, girls will reach puberty first. Okay, and then guys will reach puberty. So this is where you will grow your secondary sexual characteristic. Okay, that means the sexy characteristic. Girls will start to grow breast and hip. Guys will have shoulder and beard and deep voice. Okay, humor broken. Okay, anyway, so that's your puberty lah, huh? So when you reach around 20, okay, or 18 for girls, you will reach adulthood. Adulthood is when your growth comes to a stop. So girls, you are 17 this year, most likely you will be stopped growing already. Okay, you don't grow taller already, maybe 1 or 2 cm, that's pretty much it. Guys will grow into their 20s, like 21 or 22. So, I mean, that's a given lah. But okay, here's the thing, guys. You stop growing physically at 20, but this is scientific research. Scientific research says that your mental growth will grow. You will stop growing mentally when you're 25. You are only truly mentally matured at 25. Okay, this is why before 25, you might think that you are already 21. You might already think, oh, I'm already an adult. No, you are not. You are still childish as hell. Sometimes. Okay, you will still make regrettable decision that you'll regret. For example, you will impulse buy. For girls, you will impulse buy. What is impulse buy? That means buying stuff without thinking. Okay, you will look at Shopee. Oh my god, I really want this. Okay, wow, I really need this dress. Although you have 100 already, and then when you buy, and then when the thing reach, wow, you're very happy for a moment. When the dopamine is no more, okay, when the dopamine is no more, you will look at this dress and you will say, why did I spend that money? Right? Impulse spending. This is one of a point that you're not yet mature. Yes, physically you're mature already, but mentally you're not. Okay, guys is even worse. Guys will, like what, 25, 26 only they will fully mature. This is why if you look at, okay, if you look girls will usually marry guys in their 30s or late 20s. Have you noticed this? Ask your parents. I mean, last time, it's not, maybe not lah, but nowadays, this is so really you hate it. You see, girls are very attracted to guys that are in their late 20s or 30s. Okay, you know why? Because it is when the guy is very mature and financially they are stable. You wouldn't want to marry a poor guy. Okay, I know this is a bit shallow to say, but you wouldn't. You want someone who is financially able to support you. Okay, so this is why girls will tend to marry. Sometimes you see a girl who is like 23, she will marry someone that's 30 something. Because guys will only fully mature at 30 something. You trust me lah, next time your boyfriend if he's in his early 20s, he will still be very childish one. Okay, he will argue with you for smallest reason. He will not, you see, I'm sure your dad is very tolerable to your mom. But guys in their 20s, early 20s, they will not. Okay, they are a bit more childish lah. Okay, so have a good camera skill for Instagram. Okay, hey, if that's one of your requirements. Okay, I suck at it. Okay, I suck at it. Whenever I take picture for my wife, it's either blurry or she will look like this. Okay, or she will look very short. Anywho, I will just ruin it. Okay, I'm not a very good Instagram photographer. Okay, I tried learning, yeah, this can never get good at it. Okay, anyway, so that's your adulthood. Okay, you go into you go into 65. 65 is when you reach old age now. Okay, so hey, think about it. We didn't manage to grow into our 65s 100 years ago. Okay, let me put you into perspective. 100 years ago, our life expectancy was 40 to 50. That means 100 years ago, that was like 1920. You can live up to 40 and above. You are considered a win already. Okay, you know what's the life expectancy for now? Life expectancy for now is around 80 something. For Japan and Korea, it's 90. In less than 100 years, we managed to double life expectancy. Isn't modern medicine amazing? Isn't modern technology amazing? Okay, not only this is why when you are okay, this is why you hear people complaining this and this. Oh, last time people don't get eye problem. Last time people don't get joint problem. We are so weak nowadays. You know why? Because last time, when you haven't even got joint problem, you are dead. You are dead. You are already 40. You are dead. Okay, how can you get joint problem when you are 40? Okay, so you get joint problem now because we can live to a longer age. Hey, what if you get joint problem? There's so many surgeries you can do now. You can go for hip replacement. You can go for knee reconstruction. Okay, heck, if you think that you have a lot of skin, go for Botox lah. So many things you can do now. Okay, mana lah you be ready. got lah. It's just that last time this is what we call bias lah. Okay, so anyway, so this is your male and female growth curve. Learn how to draw them. So plants, I'm not going to talk about this. Okay, plant is not important. Okay, so moving on, let's go into our exercise. Okay, climate change, one of the reasons okay, maybe. All right, so I think we talked about B last week already, right? If I'm not mistaken, which is the center of gravity and your base area. We talked about this already, right? Let's go to question 10 then. Okay, let's go to question 10. Have we done this? Have we done this? Sorry, I forgot already. I have like 5 classes every week, so I kind of I think we did this. Page 26. Okay, 27, I'm not sure. I think we stopped until here. Okay, we'll talk about C. Let's talk about C. Let's talk about C because this question is important. So why do sea animals have larger bodies compared to freshwater animals? Okay, this is a very good question because sea has higher density. You see, you take a cup of water, you put egg will sink. And then if you keep adding salt, the egg will float. So when you have salty water, higher density water, the buoyant force is higher, you will float better. Okay, so number one, seawater has higher density than fresh water. Okay, if I've done this already, you let me know. I'll skip. Okay, so air laut mempunyai ketumpatan lebih tinggi daripada air tawar. Okay, so what happens now? So now seawater has higher buoyant force. Okay, air laut mempunyai daya apungan lebih tinggi. Okay, so because of this higher buoyant force, okay, seawater can support bigger animals. Okay, air laut mendukung haiwan lebih besar. Okay, can support more weight. That's why whale is very big because they can float easily in seawater. Whereas if it's in Fresh water, then it cannot lah, because the floating force is not so strong. Okay, so number 10, what is P and Q? P would be your bicep, Q would be your tricep. Okay, remember, they work antagonistically. That means opposite lah. When this shortens, contract, this one will lengthen, relax. When this one shortens, contract, this one will lengthen, relax. So this is how you control your arm. Your leg is the same. Okay, your leg is the same. So they didn't mention about leg, but leg is the same. So this is your leg. Raise your leg. So this is your leg. Okay, your leg in front, this is your quadricep. Okay, back is your bicep. So the same thing. When your bicep contracts, your quadricep lengthens, relax, your feet will kick backward. If the reverse, okay, if the reverse, when quadricep contract, bicep relax, your feet will kick forward. It extend your feet. So you see, antagonistic, they work in opposite. They muscles are like ropes, tali. Your muscle is a tali, so they can only pull. So if you want to pull something from the left side, you use one string. If you want to pull something from the right side, you have to use another string, like that. You cannot use this left string to push because rope cannot push. Okay, so next B shows the arm movement. So you have your bending. In this case, bicep contract, tricep relax. And then you have extending the arm, which is bicep relax, bicep contract. So mark the movement which P contract. P is bicep, right? P contract is this one. So A. Okay, A. So C, explain the meaning of antagonistic muscle. Okay, what is antagonistic muscle? It must be a pair of muscle. A pair of muscle that work okay, not work, okay, that opposes each other. Okay, they will lawan each other. Okay, sepasang otot yang melawan antara satu sama lain. Okay, so they will kind of explore a bit. Okay, sure. Can. Okay, they will oppose each other. Okay, that's your antagonistic. Okay, so can move on. Let's move on. Let's go to the next one. So diagram below shows a joint at the knee. Okay, this is your knee joint. So what is the effect if the synovial fluid on the knee joint decrease? Give reasons for the answer. So synovial fluid is this thing. It's like the oil inside. So synovial fluid is the lubricant. It's like oil. When you have two solid rubbing against each other, you need lubricant. It's like in your engine. That's why you put engine oil. So what's the effect if the fluid decrease? Okay, you will have less lubrication of joint. Okay, less lubrication. Okay, pelinceran yang lebih kurang. Okay, so give a reason. Why is it less lubrication? Because synovial fluid lubricates the joint. Okay, cecair synovia. Okay, melincikan sendi. Okay, so when you're cracking your joint, this thing, okay, you're cracking your joint, you're actually just popping the bubbles inside the synovial fluid. Is it gonna harm your joint? No, it is not. Okay, just pop away. Okay, they say don't do this, if not your fingers will get thicker. No, it won't. Okay, your fingers will only get bigger if you get fat. Okay, your finger is skin. Your skin gets big when you get fat. Okay, so if you ask me, sir, how can I make my hands smaller, looking more slim? Lose weight, lor. Okay, if it's already that size, then there's no change already. That's the structure of the finger. Okay, so that's your synovial fluid. As you get old, this thing will get less. You like it or not, it will get less. You have to deal with it. It's like your eye. Can you say that, sir, when I'm 60 something, I don't want to wear specs. I want my eyesight to still be perfect. Well, you can't. Okay, this is part of getting old. It's like saying that, oh, I don't want to have white hair when I'm old. No, not possible. This is called part of being old. Okay, so 11. So this is 6.1 and 6.2. So this is bending the arm, this is straightening the arm. So label the tricep muscle. Okay, here. This is the tricep. That's why you see, when you extend your arm, can you see the tricep? They become contract, they shorten, they shorten. That's why they become fatter. So name the bone label P. Now, what is this bone? Okay, they will not ask lah. This bone is called humerus. Okay, humerus, which is this bone. Okay, so C, explain the action of the muscle that caused the movement of forearm in 6.2. So how do we cause it to be like this? So you can say tricep contracts, bicep relax. Okay, tricep mengecut, bicep mengundur. So the elbow joint extends. Okay, sendi. What do you call elbow here? I keep thinking lutut. Lutut is knee. Oh my god, I forgot my BM already. Yeah, okay, sendi what? Okay, membuka. The extend is to extend, to open. Okay, this is what we call extension. When you open a joint, it's called extension. When you close a joint, it's called flexion. Flexing. Why are you flexing? Flex means you close your joint lah. Okay, like that also flexing what? You flex your fingers, you extend your fingers. Okay, you flex your wrist, you extend your wrist. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, I don't know what's elbow again. Sorry. Okay, my BM really karat already. Okay, so next diagram below shows the joint at the knee. Okay, so what is this? This is your cartilage. Okay, your rawan. So this thing is like a cushion on your knee. Okay, the cushion. Oh, siku. Okay, thank you. Great fart. Okay, anyway, so explain the health problem normally faced by older person when tissue X is impaired. Okay, so what happens to this older person? The health problem. Okay, so you can say arthritis. Okay, arthritis. Here is arthritis lah. Okay, arthritis. Why do you get arthritis? Because bones rub against each other. Okay, tulang saling menggosok. Okay, they will rub. When they rub, okay, by the way, have you seen cartilage before? Okay, if you look at your chicken cartilage, okay, chicken cartilage, so it looks like this. Okay, sometimes when you eat the bones, can you see the white part? Can you see the white part? The white part is the cartilage. It's like soft one. This thing is the cushion. This thing is the cushion. So if you use your joint for 60, 70 years already, okay, this white part will get worn out. Okay, will get worn out. So the more you wear it away, the more you get joint pain. Okay, so bone rub against each other. So you will have swelling of joint. Okay, pembengkakan Answer B. Okay, swelling of joint. So you have swelling. So the more you use your joint, the more you are going to get joint problem when you are old. This is why don't get fat. Okay, think about this. Let me tell you this. When you are jumping down from somewhere, your knee is going to suffer. Okay, so every 1 kg you get, every 1 kg you get heavier. When you jump down from a higher place, your knees are going to get 7 kg extra of stress. So you imagine you are 30 kg fatter, how much stress you're putting on your knees. Okay, so this is why fat people, they get knee pain. So this one you can avoid, but okay, what if you're an athlete like Lee Chong Wei? You see, Lee Chong Wei like 30 something, he already got shoulder problem and knee problem. The one you cannot avoid, because as an athlete, this is like part of the, we call it 职业伤害, okay, the harm of your field. You just have to, because you see Lee Chong Wei, he trains every day. He plays badminton like 6-7 hours per day. Of course, this thing is going to hurt your joint. That's why you see athletes that by 30 something, they will already retire because of their joint problem. Okay, because human joint is not designed to move for that high intensity. Okay, especially if you're playing contact sport like basketball, like football. Okay, any sports that you need to contact, your joints are going to suffer. Okay, so that's just a given. And okay, for normal people like us, okay, you can take care of your knees by not getting fat. Or number two, there is a very stupid exercise that you don't do, is by climbing the stairs. Do you know climbing the stairs is a very stupid exercise because you put a lot of stress on your knees. Okay, if you really want to exercise, don't jog, go and walk. Okay, jogging is also very bad for your knees. Go and walk, or just go and cycle. Go and cycle, or you can go to the gym. There's a machine called elliptical trainer. You know what's elliptical? The thing that kind of looks like a bicycle. When you step on it and then you do this, okay, and then your leg is just cycle on. That one is okay. Okay, you try to go for very low impact sports that is on the knee. Okay, so you might say, sir, then can I stop exercising? Can I don't exercise so that I don't get knee pain? Yeah, sure. If you don't exercise, you won't get knee pain, but you will get heart problem. Okay, so you choose. So either way, you have to sacrifice one. Might as well you sacrifice your joint. Okay, so next, number 12. Diagram below shows a graph of a human growth curve. Okay, this is what we learned just now. Okay, rapid, slow, rapid, zero, negative. So based on the diagram above, state two stages that have rapid growth. Okay, that will be your A and C. Okay, yeah, that's your infancy and adolescence. So B, name two parameters for measuring human growth. How do you measure human growth? Okay, you can measure the height, ketinggian, and body mass. Okay, Kisim model. So give one factor that affects human growth rate. In fact, you have two. You have age, GUMO, and you have gender. Okay, what age you will grow until, it depends on the gender. Okay, so D, the growth curve of male and female is different. Okay, so this is a male growth curve. Draw a growth curve for female. Okay, so for female, you want to take note of from around 4 to 10. Okay, this is your childhood. And then from 10 to around 14. Okay, so when you are at 4, you are slower than a guy, and then faster, and then slower. Okay, so guy is faster than you during primary school, and then you are faster than them during the first half of your secondary school. Then after that, males will just. Okay, so remember, below, above, below. Okay, so next, number 13. Diagram below shows the graph of the human growth curve. So compare the shape of the graph in the following stages. So 1 and 2. So they want you to compare this and this. Okay, you can talk about a gradient. So you can say gradient of 1 is steeper than 2. Okay, gradients medium is kecerunan. Kecerunan 1 lebih tinggi pada 2. Okay, 1 is steeper than 2. So you want to explain why? Okay, because growth rate of 1 is higher. Okay, pada okay, you grow very fast when you're an infant. You are born like 30 cm. When you are like 3 years old, you're like what, 60 cm, 60, 70, you're like twice your height. Of course, it's very fast. Okay, so 4 and 5. Okay, 4 and 5 here. Okay, so you can say for 4 is 0 gradient. Okay, because they're not growing in adulthood. 5 is negative gradient. Okay, so kecerunan sifar. Sifar means 0. And this is kecerunan negative. Okay, why? Okay, so we explain. So 4 is 0 growth. Okay, pertumbuhan sifar. And then 5 is negative growth. Okay, pertumbuhan negative. Okay, so when you are old, your cell will die faster than you grow them. Okay, your cells will die faster than you grow them. Okay, so fun fact. Okay, let me say something about getting old. Okay, what makes you old? What makes your cell old? Okay, since cell can just regrow, why can't they just regrow forever? Okay, you see, you remember your chromosome? Okay, imagine this is your chromosome. Okay, at the end of the chromosome, there's a tail called telomere. Okay, this is called telomere. Okay, the more cell divisions you do, okay, whenever your cell grows another cell, the telomere will get a little bit shorter. Shorter, shorter, shorter. So as you grow year by year by year, the telomere will get shorter, 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 until when the telomere is no more, your cells just don't grow anymore. Okay, so this is when you're old. Okay, this is when you're old. So what you can do to make this telomere not shorten, I mean, or to slow them down from getting shorter, is by living a healthy lifestyle. Okay, you eat more antioxidants. That's why they say antioxidant makes you young. Okay, because it slows down the oxidation of telomerase, the telomere. Okay, so eat healthy sleep earlier sleep healthily exercise Okay, basically the things that you should do. So why do people who smoke becomes older? When you smoke, you're 10 years, you already look 10 years older. Why? Because when you smoke, you are damaging your telomere. Your cells are getting older and older. So this is why when you smoke, you look 10 years older. That's the reason for that. Okay, so scientists are still trying to crack this code. Is there a way for us to stop telomere from shortening once and for all? Not so easy. Okay, there is a cell that the telomere won't shorten. Okay, there is a cell that will just keep growing and the telomere will not shorten. That's your cancer cell. So that's not a good thing. You see, cancer cell, they don't get older. Cancer cells just keep dividing until you get a tumor. And it's not a good thing. Okay, so cancer cell is the only cell that doesn't get old. So do you want that? Of course you don't. All right, so this is the maybe someday we can crack this code. We can find a way to stop the telomere from shortening. Then hey, then we might find the fountain of youth. Okay, the elixir to stay young forever. But too good to be true, man. Okay, anyway, so sketch the graph of growth curve for males and females. Okay, we've done that already. Okay, you sketch this curve yourself. Okay, anyway, so let's the next one. Here we come, plants. Okay, I seriously hate this part. Not only it is boring as hell, it is also not coming out in exam. So you know what? I'm just gonna roughly go through this. Okay. So first of all, this is your woody plant. Okay, Bergayu. And this is your non-woody plant. Okay, Tap Bergayu. Okay, in fact, this is using tendril. Okay, that's how they climb onto other structure. And of course, this is a floating plant. Okay, Tumbuhan Terapung. Okay, like your lotus. So based on the diagram above, name the okay, just did okay, woody plant, Tumbuhan Bergayu, non-woody plant, Tumbuhan Tap Bergayu. Okay, when you see plant, immediately you go, okay, interest level drops to 0. Trust me, I'm like that too. Yeah, I don't like plants too. Okay, not lying. I ain't even gonna try to lie to you. Hey guys, plant is not as bad as you think. No, they're boring as shit. I'm not even trying to lie. Okay, so B, based on the diagram above, state the special structure for Q. Okay, I just did that. Okay, tendrils. In BM, I think it's called pseudopout. Okay, I don't really care. What is it called? I also don't know. I think it's called pseudopout. If my memory serves me right. So C, state the main support system for plant R. Okay, so how do they float on water? They have airspace. Okay, they have rongga udara. Sort of like a balloon lah. When you blow air into your float, that's how the float floats on water. So same thing, they have like air cells inside them. So they are full of air, that's why they float. Okay, like your lotus leaf. Your lotus leaf, if you cut into transverse section, you look at inside, you will see a lot of airspace. And not only airspace, the upper portion of the leaf has wax, thick layer of wax, so that the water can just beat off. Okay, so that the upper stays dry. It makes them float very easily. Okay, your lily pad or your lotus leaf. Okay, so D, the diagram below shows the cross section of a woody plant. Okay, so this is a ring. What's the function of the ring found in the trunks of the tree? Okay, this is to determine the age. Okay, untuk bukan umur. So why do they have this ring? Okay, every year when they grow xylem, you know it's xylem, right? Xylem is the tube that carries water. Okay, if this is a tree growing in 4-season country, when winter comes, the tree will shed off all the leaf and the xylem will die. Okay, they are resting, they are hibernating, waiting for spring to come. So when during winter, the xylem dies. Okay, the xylem dies, so when they die, they form a black color, dark color ring around. So when spring comes, they grow another new layer of xylem. Okay, and when winter comes again, the layer will die again. So 1 year got how many winter? 1 winter. So they have 1 black ring. Okay, so that's why in tropical country like us, this ring is not very obvious, because for us, we are not a winter country. We don't have winter. Our plants just grow year long. So you don't really see this thing very clearly. But if you look at winter plants like pine tree, you know it's pine, right? The wood they use in IKEA, very obviously you can see 1 dark ring. Okay, so give an estimation of the age of the tree, but then you have to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At the top also have to count. Okay, so this is 12 years. Okay, 12 years is considered a young tree. It's considered a young tree. We don't really cut our tree until they are like 30, 40 something. Okay, if you're talking about good quality wood, okay, like Meranti, like Chengal, you know what are they? You know what are they? That do you still remember geography? You learn that Malaysia produces a lot of Meranti and Chengal. Those things that you might say, "Ayah, sir, memorize for what lah?" Okay, last time you just memorize for no reason because your teacher tell you to memorize. Okay, do you know that Meranti is a very expensive wood? Okay, if your guitar or your piano is made from Meranti, that's a very good quality guitar and piano because Meranti is what we know as hardwood. Okay, don't even compare Meranti to IKEA wood. IKEA wood is the cheap one. IKEA wood is soft wood. The one is pine. Pine is very cheap. Meranti is very expensive. Okay, I'm not even joking. Okay, if your house has a Meranti dining table, okay, do you know how much does this thing cost? Okay, I had a shock of my life. You see, okay, this is good quality wood, 13,000 one dining table, you know, it costs even more than your marble. Okay, so this is the cheaper one because they are jointed. Okay, jointed. Can you see, like they just use smaller pieces of wood and join. This is the cheaper one. If you are really rich, you can go for like this. Okay, a whole piece of Meranti. Oh, this is not whole piece. This is also jointed one. Okay, a whole there, whole piece Meranti looks like this. Okay, can you see it comes from a big wood? This Meranti is at least like what, 60, 70 years old. Okay, if you can afford, this is why rich people, they buy this kind of dining table. Hey, this thing is like what, at least, if you say that this is 8 to 10,000, I'm not surprised. Okay, I said, hey, then you have to ask them what wood is it. Okay, Meranti is not every wood that everyone can afford. Okay, same goes to Chengal. Okay, Chengal is the same. Okay, what makes this wood so good? Because they are waterproof. Okay, you put them outside your house, outdoor, after even years of rain, they are still fine. Okay, your Chengal is also the same. Hey, do they use Chengal to make that dining table? Yeah, I think they do. Are there 9,000 you can buy a car, you know. Okay, there. You see, 7,000 something for a Chengal dining table. I'm not even joking. You see, if you are rich enough, you can even ask people to do epoxy on it. Okay, they will cut the middle part and then they will put some paint in it, and then you can make this dining table. Who say geography is boring? Okay, there the blue ones there, this one. So last time you think that geography is boring. You say, hey, Meranti, half all this for what? Now you know. Okay, that means your geography teacher don't know how to teach. You see, isn't this? I don't know lah. This is not really my thing lah. Okay, I don't see the beauty in this, but some people they do. Okay, some people they even put wood on their wall to show that, you know. Next time, if you are very rich, you have a mansion, your house is like 6 million ringgit. There's two choices for you. Either number one, you put wood on your wall, you put Chengal on your wall, or you can go for marble. Okay, you can put a real big piece of marble on your wall, Italian marble. Okay, that's like the real flex right there. People come to your house, they see the marble, they say, wow, this guy confirm very rich. Okay, but you're just broke, no money. No money, then you stick the marble sticker, just one lah. Okay, there's some phone case got the marble pattern on. You put the sticker, just one lah. Okay. Okay, so can you see? Hey, imagine this is 5,000 something. Okay, last time I wanted to get one for my computer table because I really like wood. I really like wood, and then when I look at the price, I was like, what the? How is the table cost as much as my PC? Makes no freaking sense. My PC is like 6,000-7,000. Okay, I wouldn't want my table to be the same size and same price as my PC. That would make no sense. Okay, so normally, okay, then how about our normal furniture? The normal furniture at your house, they either use, if the good quality one, they will use rubber wood. What is rubber wood? You know your rubber tree, right? One rubber tree, they can tag the rubber for 10 years. After 10, 12 years, there's no more rubber, there's no latex, they have to cut the tree, so they will send it for furniture. Then this one, you see, 12 years, most likely this is a rubber wood. Okay, pokok getah. That is the good quality one. If you buy those IKEA one, the one is not even wood. Okay, the shredder wood. Yeah. Hey, you mentioned that already. So IKEA, they won't even use this. IKEA, they use something called chipboard. Okay, chipboard, or they just call, or even MDF. What is this? Basically, they take all the pieces of wood. When you cut your wood, you have like pieces of wood coming out, so they just sweep the wood away. They just put glue inside, then they just make one furniture out of it. It's very low quality. Kena air means the thing will mampus. Okay, that's why IKEA, you don't let the thing kena water. Kena water means mampus. Okay, but cheap lah. Okay, I mean IKEA is overpriced. Wait till you see expensive furniture. You go to those European furniture store, you look at the price, you will vomit seriously. A small chandelier can easily cost you 12,000. I don't see the point of it. Why would I need a chandelier in my house? But hey, okay, if you have so much money that, okay, sir, I have like 20 cars in my house, I really don't know where to spend my money. So I buy Chengao dining table. Okay, well, good for you. I mean, what can I say, right? Okay, so next, number 15. This is the airspace lah. Okay, your lotus leaf looks like this inside. Okay, so two types of plant. Okay, what type of plant has a cross section as shown in A? Okay, that would be a floating plant. Okay, tumbuhan terapung. So what is the structure? This is your airspace. Okay, rongga udara. Very funny one lah. Don't you find it funny? People here, we really like IKEA because we want that pine wood. When you walk into IKEA, that smell is the pine wood smell. Whereas the Guailos, you look at the Mat Sallehs, they want our Meranti, they want our Chenggal. You see, it's like us, we Asians, we find Mat Salleh very attractive. We like their golden hair and blue eyes. Whereas their people, they want to marry an Asian because Asian looks very exotic. Okay, we want our country to snow, but their snowing country, they want our sun. Okay, because they find our sun very good. Okay, because they want their country to be sunny year long. Okay, you like mine, I like yours all. Okay, so capitalism one again. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so anyway, so state the function of the structure you name in B1. Okay, so what's the function? Okay, is to generate buoyant force. Okay, untuk hasilkan daya upon. Okay, to make a plant float. So what type of plant has cross section as B? What is this? This is basically your non-woody plant. Your non-woody plant looks like this. Okay, woody plant looks like this. Where was it again? It's not here. Okay, by the way, I'll draw one here. Woody plant looks like this. Okay, and then it has a line in the middle. So the inside one is the xylem. So non-woody plant looks like this. It's like the xylem is everywhere. So what type of plant has this? Okay, non-woody. Okay, part of kayu. So mark for the plant that you name is C1. So non-woody plant is this one. This is your jagung. Okay, herbaceous plant. This is woody. This is your rose. This is floating. Okay, so how does the type of plant name is C1 get the support? How does non-woody plant get the support? It's by the turgidity of cells. Okay, kesegahan cell. Okay, what is turgidity? What is kesegahan? That means when the cell is filled with water. Okay, you see, in a plant cell, there is this thing called a vacuole. Remember, if you don't water a plant, the vacuole will get very small. Okay, so your plant cells will become very flat. Okay, very flat, very small. So your plant will just wilt. Okay, but if you water your plant, Okay, when you water your plant, the vacuole gets very full. It will push your cell big, and then your plant will stand erect. This is why for non-woody plant, it is very important for you to water them, because if they wilt, they cannot do photosynthesis because their leaves will cover each other. Trees got no problem like this. Woody plants, they don't need to worry about problem like this. Okay, so anyway, I think that's all for this chapter. Yeah, okay, I think that's all. So I think we'll stop here. So the answer I'm not posting in Google Classroom already lah, since we are discussing everything already. But for last chapter one, you can refer to the answer. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Okay, next week will be November. Please get your November notes ready. You might have received it already. So we will continue with our revision next chapter next week. All right. So thanks for coming. Hope you have a happy weekend. I will see you again at the same time next week. All right. So take care and see you. Bye bye.